and give me that which belongs to him. Boy, that's going to preach. That's everything that's connected to you. You got to fill it out for yourself. Huh? I refuse to sing a song of deliverance in a strange land. Because I'm not a stranger anymore. I'm not a foreigner anymore. And that's what the enemy wants to keep us in Babylon, by the rivers of Babylon, by a place of confusion and confinement. And church folks ain't supposed to be confused, y'all. We ain't supposed to be confused about where we're going to go this morning. We ain't supposed to be confused. They ain't supposed to get up and play Russian roulette with the Bible. I don't know if I'm coming in the morning. That's supposed to be, that's a resolution already. And I'm not even going to try to figure out, am I going to worship the Lord? I'm going to worship the Lord. I'm not going to figure out if I'm going to lift my hand. I'm going to lift my hand. Because I refuse for the enemy to take me to a strange land. Because it's strange not to worship. It's strange not to lift your hand. It's strange not to read the scripture. It's strange not to have a praise on your lips. That's a strange land. Anything that violates your nature is a strange land. We got a heart. Go to Revelation 14. We got a heart. We got a heart. Y'all getting anything this morning? I'm trying to build you up on your most holy faith.
Thank you.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to let you know what the scripture says concerning your covenant with him. Revelations, you know, y'all know I love Revelation. I can go here every day. Revelations 14, verse 1.
And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Zion.
And I looked, and what? A lamb stood on Mount Zion. Revelation 5, it said a lamb was slain, stood up before the throne. So it's a lamb. Who's this lamb? Y'all don't say a barnyard creature. Who? Jesus. Jesus is the lamb who was slain, but now the lamb is standing at attention because something is happening in the atmosphere. Right? And it says,
and with him 144,000, having his father's name written in their foreheads.
This is not, those that are watching, I know we know it in this house, this is not 144,000 Jews.
Come on.
Because I can tell you, if you go over there to Revelation 7, you got some people included and some people that are not included. Right. That should be included. Joseph should have been included. He's not in there. Dan is not included. So there's some tribes that weren't mentioned in there. So it's not a history lesson. 144,000 is 12 times 12 is 144. 1,000 is 1,000. If you put them together, you got 144,000. All of them have symbolic language. Amen? That they have their father's name written in their foreheads. So the 144,000, which I believe is the number for overcoming, they had double witness. 12, 12, heaven and earth, because 12 is divine government. I mean, number 12 is government. There's a government in heaven and on earth. 1,000, 10 by 10 by 10, same dimension of the most holy place. To me, 10 times 10 by 10 is 1,000. 1,000, 100 is the number of maturity, and 1,000 is the number of glory. You can find this all on the internet. Google it if you want. Amen. Therefore, it's the people that have the Father's name in their forehead. Remember we did a teaching on Isaiah 56. It said they have the name of sons and daughters. And that's when you start being a part, connected to the house. But then when you grow up into the head and all things, you take them on his nature. That's why Jesus said, I and the Father are one. And that's when you go into a true huiothesia. Son place. Amen, but true son. And I heard a voice from heaven as the voice of many waters. And as the voice of great thunder. And I heard the voice of who? Harpers doing what? Harping with their harps. They're no longer by the rivers of Babylon. No longer hanging up on willow trees. The harpers are harping. And they sung as it were a new song before the throne. And before what? The four beasts and the elders. No man could learn that song. Who couldn't learn the song? No man. Why? Because he couldn't learn it. Because it didn't come from man. It was of the Spirit. Right? But the 144,000, which was what? Redeemed from the earth. So I don't have to hang my heart on a willow tree. I don't have to walk around weeping anymore. I don't have to. Why? Because I recognize I've been redeemed from the earth. He snatched snatched me out of a horrible pit and a miry clay and put me on a rock and established my going.
Yeah.
Yes! They don't have anything to do with how I feel this morning.
Come on.
He redeemed me. When I accepted Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior, I activated. That was my pin code. I activated it when I said, I do. I need you in my life. From that point on, he snatched me out of the old man, the old creation, and brought me into the new man, a new creation. He took me from being earthly and sinful and devilish and made me spiritual and heavenly. Yes! Still waiting on that to happen. It happened.
All right.
It happened. Yeah, where are we? I put in my notes. He redeemed us from the earth because he redeemed us from our carnal mind. Because he said the carnal mind is what? Enmity to God. Carnal mind is a natural mind. It's an unrenewed mind. And every time I accept a certain part of him, or he unveiled a certain concept, principle to me, I'm being redeemed from the earth. Huh? So what's known in theory becomes practical. That's what it means, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna move along. The other word, and the last word, so I can move on, is Gadara. It's Gadara. G-A-D-A-R-A. Gadara. 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 See, yeah. Gadara. Anybody heard that word before? Gadarene. That's it. Gadara. Gadarene. Oh boy. That word Gadara is Genesis. Genesis. Hold on. You trying to tell me that the garden of the riches that God has for me is actually my soul? But the reason why I don't have a harp, a melody in my heart, or a sound coming from my life, because I got my harp on a willow tree, and I'm hanging out near some rivers of confusion in my life. But if I recognize that he put his name in my forehead, which means the forehead has to do with the way I think. So if my mind is like who he is, I can put my harp up, and I can have a song that nobody else can know, but only those that have been redeemed. So there's a song in the spirit that can't be articulated by the carnal mind. Yes, it is. So Gadara means Genesis. It's a begotten. It means nativity. It means birth. Some of the other words is Ganimba, that which has been begotten or born. You ever heard this word, Janeo? Same word. Means from above. Janeo anathem means born again. Born again. So it means offspring, progeny. In other words, Genetos means begotten, born. Genos, which means offspring, family, stock, race. It means, in English, genes, generations, and all that good stuff. In simple terms, it's talking about the garden of man, the beginning of man. And Jesus is the Adam, the first Adam was the beginning of man, but there's a whole new federal race. And his name is Jesus. He's the beginning of a new creation. Go to Mark. I'm going to show you what man was like before he had a chance to see Jesus. Man that was alienated from the life of God because of the blindness of their heart and the ignorance that was in them. That's why our candle got to be lit by the Spirit of God. Because the Spirit of God searches all things, yet even the deep things. Want to search the deep things in us. Well, look, anybody ever read this in Mark? Go there before you say yeah. I can hear this. Yeah, I read it. But Mark 5. You heard about it if you haven't read it. You've been in church long enough. You know this madman right here. Anybody ever seen this madman in the book of Mark, 5th chapter? The madman from Gadara. I just gave you what Gadara means. Beginnings. Family, stock, offspring. So yeah, family, stock, and offspring. So it was a perversion of Gennesaret. So he was it was a perversion of the garden of riches. This is symbolic of humanity. And so whatever we see in him, we see in humanity. Okay, Mark 5. Let's start it. I know I've got 11 here. Let me just read it real fast. I can read fast. Hey, you start at 11. I'm going to read fast. Y'all ready? And they came over to the other side of the sea in the country of the Gadarenes. And when he was come out of the ship, immediately there met him out of the tombs. He done underlined that. That's where we had our beginning, y'all. In tombs. Dead things. Am I talking to the right people? Y'all know we were dead. We had fellowship with dead works. It was written in the works of darkness. Tombs. Amen? Who had his dwelling, it's a man with an unclean spirit, who had his dwelling among the tombs, and no man could bind him, no, not with chains. That'll preach too, because we got church folks that hang out with dead things and nobody can tame them. Try to figure out why the pastor can't get them on the same page, because nobody can tame them. I was going to say something to the single folk, but I'll leave y'all alone. Yeah, you better make sure you're dwelling in the right places. You could be hanging out in tombs. Better make sure you got a womb. Okay. Because that he had been often bound with what? Fetters and chains, and the chains had been plucked asunder by him, and the fetters broken to pieces. I'm going to do an independent study on this whole chapter later. Let me hurry up. And always night and day he was in the mountains and in the temple. He was where? In the mountains and in the temple. He was always where? In the mountains and in the temple. So he had an inconsistent lifestyle. Tombs? Okay, mountains and in the tombs. Did I say temple? Okay. In the mountains and in the tombs. So yeah, that's why I said he had an inconsistent lifestyle. So